Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is Tim, and I'm just gonna make change my color scheme then. I'm just gonna make a quick tutorial on classes. So to start off, I'm gonna make a PHP application called PHP classes tutorial, and change the path to my wamp/www so I can access it as a PHP site. So if I go in here, update, I see PHP classes tutorial. Open this. We ain't seeing anything. If you right click, if you're using NetBeans, then if you right click your source folder, I believe you can right click this too. Yeah, new PHP class. Name it well, tutorial 1. And this, all of this is basically a, I wonder why that's, yeah, this is basically a class. Here's the name with the word class in front of it. We can start off by, let's make this a family. We'll make it a house. That's better. So, what do houses have? This is going to be properties. For now, you can just stick with public. So public. A house have an address, don't they? We can set that equal to, yeah, nothing. But yeah, there you have a property that's public. Now to create your just gonna do this. It's easier. Oops. To create your or to access. Fuck. That's what I wanted. To access your house class, you need to import the file it's in. And by import I mean require once, include all that stuff. So include once. And now the tutorial1.php file have the class which name is house in it. So we should be able to do, we're gonna initiate a variable that's going to be equal to the object house, which is the class. So I'm just gonna make this variable, house. You can name it whatever you want, like blah. And I'm gonna set that equal to new house. And that's all you need. So what if I want to change this? Well, in other languages you would write house dot address equal to hello. You would write that in other languages, but in PHP you actually write like a little arrow. So yeah, one of those. And then address is only option now, as we have only had that thing in here. But I strongly recommend using an IDE if you're going to use classes. Anyway, now we have no error. That means we're good. But what if I want to echo that? I'll print it out on the screen. Write echo and then house address. So yeah, you can see. But what if I wanted to echo that when I echo just house? That just class could not the object of class house could not be converted into string. Now we get to use methods called magic methods or functions or whatever. Now a function is a block of code you run to do something. Now if I write function, and every magic function starts with 2 underscores. So here you can see all magic methods that's available. Now the toString is the one we're going to use. And now if I return something, I would be able to do, say public equal to this function, and it would be the variable public will be equal to what the function returned. So to return something, you just write return and then what you want to return. And many of you would thought, well, address is the most, what do you think? But if we update undefined variable address, well, that's not odd, because it's in this, the address is in this object, in this class. Now you can see. So we can echo out that by just echoing out house. And that is pretty convenient if you have like, a library here. Just gonna rename this lib. New lib. And it's pretty convenient because, you can have like public name equal to, like tutorial lib. You can have public version equal to 0.1.7a. not with the lib part. We can have this, and then you can say what you want to return is this, the name of this, and append. Remember, in other languages it's often a plus, but in PHP it's a dot. So we're gonna append a space and a colon. No, gonna append that and version and colon, and then append this version. By doing this, we can echo out tutorial lib version 0.7a, 0.17a. Yeah, you get the hang of it. But what if I wanted to set this address, as directly when I started the directory, when I initiated the house right here, or I wanted to run a specific function when I made this class or anything, like maybe check for cookies or something. Well, there's a magic method for that, and it's called function underscore construct. In here you can write function and then the name, just like that. It would do exactly the same thing. But what if you change the name of this? Well, then you would have to go and rename everything. So I recommend sticking with the magic method. It's easier. So I got it right in here. I want to be passed one variable. If I say like add here, now update, it's gonna say missing one argument for lib because we didn't put it in here. Well, I'm gonna remove this line. I'm gonna echo house address, but the lib, I'm gonna say that address is going to be equal to 12b. Don't ask me why, but well, what's gonna happen? Nothing, because we didn't set the address. What you do then is you write this address is equal to, and that's a global, not a global, but It's a variable that can be used within this library when you write this and the arrow and address. And this is a local variable that can be used within the function. So a little bit much to take in there maybe, but you get it. As I'm just gonna write adder here, because this is this one and this one is this one. Make sense? Ah, and you can see we just echoed out there. But what if I wanted to run a function, and I wanted the function to I don't know, well, I usually write public function. Otherwise it's just gonna be protected, which means the class that extends this one is the only thing that can access it. But yeah, just stick with public for now. Public function, and we're gonna say like hello YouTube. Don't forget these. These is the thing that marks that it's a function or method or whatever. Well, now what you're gonna do, of course I'm gonna echo hello YouTube. I can do echo hello YouTube, and yes, YouTube is with a big Y, and nothing's gonna happen because we didn't call on the method. But what if I move this and I wanna have, you know, this hello YouTube, hello YouTube. But what if I wanted to this to echo what that is? Well, it's not that hard. I'm just gonna echo this address. You can see 12b, because we set the address here and then call for this method. The code, jump down here, checked, well, we're gonna print this on the screen, or echo rather, and it did that. Then it jumped back up here and said, well, there's nothing to do down beneath this, as the codebook stops here. But yeah, what if I did this then? Return. You can see it doesn't echo anything. Why? Because we need to do a thing here. If we do echo, you know, house, and then hello YouTube, we're gonna echo out the return value that this sent us. So 12b, you guessed it. And I can also set this equal to a variable and do like echo adder. That works too. Same thing. And append like blah. You can see. Ball. No. Blah. Well, yeah, a quick little tutorial on classes. Hope it made sense. What more can I say? Thanks for watching, maybe. If you watched the whole video. I made a tutorial recently on the MySQL lib, and this is one of the most things I've ever done. Most amazing things I've ever done. I made one before, but this is a lot more, you know, what's the name? The word I'm looking for. It's a lot more optimized. As yeah, you can see. And in here I have a function called getInfo, and that's just a public function I've written, and I believe I do not have any function for toString. So well, why don't we make one? If I do no function underscore underscore, and we do toString down here, and we can just return. We do return here. we're gonna return what the function in this getInfo, this function, we're gonna return what this returns. And this returns the name, version, and this version. So it's pretty basic, and this block is pretty basic. But you can make amazing things, as this library can handle all your common things you do in MySQL. MySQL, you know, remove a row, drop a table, insert values. You know, you just say what table, then the values in an array. All you do. You don't need to write any query or anything, as the code sets all of that up itself. You can search for multiple stuff. You know, if you wanted to search in a table, you would just pass the table and say like, make an array and say like, hey, I want username to be equal to Tim, but I also want password be equal to a ball. And if I then passed s as value and said that key by is, yeah, and just said that, and what table, it's going to search where those two statements is true. So yeah, it's a quite a good library. I recommend you taking a look at these if you are working with classes, because I think you can learn a lot from it. But of course you're gonna have to be pretty familiar with PHP, as we use arrays and write the files and stuff. So you know, fconnect can just name a connection and it's going to connect based on the properties we've said on that file and stuff. So it's pretty advanced actually, but good practice when you come away in, I think. But anyways, thanks for watching everyone. Bye.